The wisdom of these delegates is shown in the genius of the document itself. The founders had a strong distrust for centralized power in the federal government. So they created a government with checks and balances. It was to prevent any branch of the government from becoming too powerful. Congress could pass laws, but the president could check this with a veto. Congress, however, could override the veto, and by its means of initiative in taxation, could further restrain the executive department. The Supreme Court could nullify laws passed by the Congress and signed by the president, but Congress could limit the court's appellate jurisdiction. The president could appoint judges for their lifetime with the consent of the Senate. Each branch of the government was also made subject to different political pressures. The president was to be chosen by electors, senators by state legislatures, representatives by the people, and the Supreme Court by the president with the consent of the Senate. All this was deliberately designed to make it difficult for a majority of the people to control the government and to place restraint on the government itself. The founders created a republic, which Jefferson described as, quote, action by the citizens in person, in affairs within their reach and competence, and in all others by representatives. A study of the basic principles which undergird the document would be profitable for all Americans during this bicentennial year. When James Russell Lowell was asked, "How long will the American Republic endure?" he replied, "As long as the ideas of the men who founded it continue dominant," unquote. May I comment on one of the most vital ideas and principles? Constitutional government, as designed by the framers, will survive only with a righteous people. Our Constitution, said John Adams, second president, was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. America, North and South, is a choice land, a land reserved for God's own purposes. This land and its inhabitants are under an everlasting decree. The Lord revealed this decree to the brother of Jared, an American prophet, in these solemn words, quote, "And now we can behold the decrees of God concerning this land, that it is a land of promise, and whatsoever nation shall possess it shall serve God, or they shall be swept off, when the fullness of his wrath shall come upon them. And the fullness of his wrath cometh upon them when they are ripened in iniquity. For behold, this is a land which is choice above all other lands. Wherefore he that doth possess it shall serve God, or shall be swept off. For it is an everlasting decree of God. Behold, this is a choice land, and whatsoever nation shall possess it shall be free from bondage, and from captivity, and from all other nations under heaven, if they will but serve the God of the land, who is Jesus Christ."